If you think psychic abilities are just for the woo-woo, this video is going to blow your mind. Science has already proven that the brain is wired to use intuition. So today I want to share a little bit about the pineal gland and how the science works behind the psychic abilities. Let me give you some examples. Some of the highest CEOs, investors, and even athletes utilize their gut instincts, their feelings, and their intuition to make big decisions. Steve Jobs has even said that intuition actually trumps intellect. Elon Musk makes massive decisions based on his instinct, and very high-level poker players, they're not just looking at the numbers, they are sensing the room and the feeling. The pineal gland, also known as the third eye, and some cultures have called it the seat of the soul, actually exists. It is an organ between your brows, and we can open it and close it. Of course, there is so many things we can do to work with it, but it does exist, and it exists for everybody. So what do we do to access the pineal gland, to awaken it, to clean it out, to clear it, whatever we need to do to become more intuitive, right? So that is a question you're probably asking. Well, the coolest thing is when we meditate, when we relax, when we are going into a dream state, I call this spirit mode, we are able to access the third eye on a deeper level, because the brain quietens down and we start coming into a space of relaxation and of the seer, the inner eye, the inner vision. Now, to really access this information, we need to be able to come into a space where we are half awake and half asleep. And this is a thing that I teach in my mediumship programs, is to come into this space. Where does the conditioning come in with this? We are taught to be alert, to be awake, and to not be walking around sleepy in a trance, okay? So what if you could access your pineal gland, your intuition, and you could do this daily as a practice and receive information? The thing that we need to do before we go into receiving a ton of information is to do a bit of a cleaning of the pineal gland. So we're going to have a play with this first. I'm going to give you a couple of tools today for you to practice on. The first one is a cleaning and clearing process for your third eye. And the second one is I'm going to prove to you that you are intuitive already, because somewhere in our brain where we've been conditioned, we still doubt our intuitive abilities. And by the end of this program, I want you to feel so confident that you do have psychic abilities and to be able to bring them out to the world in a way that feels good for you. So the first thing I want you to do is to bring your finger up to your third eye, and I want you to rub your third eye 3 times one way and then 3 times the other. And then I want you to tap 3 times. And now I want you to go to the thymus, the space just below this collarbone. I want you to rub 3 times one way and 3 times the other. And I want you to tap 3 times. The purpose of doing this is to let the organ know that it can wake up. Now, the problem is we do calcify the third eye. And here is what we call the thymus, which is a little organ on its own, which actually helps us with viruses, but we tend to turn that off when we're teenagers. But this is like the second third eye, and these work together. Why do we get ascension colds and flus? This is going to help you work through that. So 3 times one way, 3 times the other, tap, 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 and same here with the thymus. Once you've done that, you need to stretch the muscles. You need to strengthen them. So I want you to close your eyes down now and think of a number between 1 and 10. Don't change it and don't think too hard. Closing your eyes down, what is the first number that comes to your mind? Okay, open your eyes. What was the number? Pop it in the comments below. Let me know. Did you see it in your mind's eye? Did you hear it? How did that come through for you? I'm really curious. So let's do another one now. Okay. Let's get these muscles going. Let's tone these muscles of the pineal gland. Closing your eyes down now. And I want you to think about somebody close to you. The first person that comes into your mind, see them in your mind's eye, in the mind space. And now I want you to notice the color associated with that person. When you've got it, open your eyes. And there you have it. We just did your very first exercise on cleaning and clearing the pineal gland, the third eye, because yes, it does calcify up, and yes, it does need a cleaning and clearing, especially when we haven't been using it like we used to thousands of years ago. We've worked on the thymus, which is actually a whole body cleanse, which is really cool. And you have also worked on developing the muscle of your third eye, of your sight, utilizing numbers and a person that you know and putting a color to them, which is actually reading their energy. So the truth is, you don't actually need to learn how to access your psychic abilities. You just need to remember. And sometimes it's literally like taking the cobwebs off something that hasn't been used for a while. It's like riding a bike. You never forget how to ride the bike. You just have to kind of get practiced and find your legs again. So tomorrow is going to be so much fun. I hope you've enjoyed today. Pop in the comments, let me know what came up for you. And I want you to practice. Maybe get somebody else to practice with you. You can do the number thing. You can visualize somebody else and bring the color in. And I will see you tomorrow.